So the Republicans, before the elections, were talking about, oh my God, we've got women in our party and they're going to be part of the leadership. They literally ran a video of Republican women talking about how, they're going to be the leaders of the party. Well, great. Now we've had the election. The Republicans have maintained their lead. They lost a little bit of their lead in the House, but overall they still have the majority, right? So this would be a perfect time to have women in leadership. Well, lucky for the Republicans, they've got 19 open positions. So of the 19 committee chairmanships, how many of them went to women or, by the way, minorities? Yeah, that would be 0. Every single one went to an old white male. You want to see what these guys look like? This is the diversity in the Republican Party. Watch, these are the 19 chairs. Yep, that would be the grand old white male party. I love that they bragged that they had diversity. Okay, you remember Rush Limbaugh here? Let's go to video 19. You remember after the election, Rush Limbaugh couldn't figure out, my God, why aren't minorities voting for us? We've got all these minorities. Here, watch.
We put forth some of the most accomplished minorities this country has to offer. We have, the Republican Party has more elected Hispanics serving in office than the Democrat Party has. And yet, what is said about Republicans? Racists, sexist, bigots, homophobes that discriminate and so forth. Why does putting Condoleezza Rice front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Marco Rubio front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Suzanne Martinez, the governor of New Mexico, front and center convention not work? Why does putting Mia Love, who sadly lost, one of the most accomplished, achieved, decent people in this country, she's African American,
I don't know why it didn't work. Hey, Jesus, can you show me the 19 committee chairs again? Why, when we put some people as tokens on a stage, did it not work? But in fact, when we choose our leadership, they look like this. Gee, I don't know, Rush. Why didn't it work? By the way, of those 19 guys you're looking at now, how many of them, to be fair, voted for the Lilly Ledbetter Act? Now, Lilly Ledbetter Act is for equal pay for women. Right now, they get 77 cents to every dollar that the guy get, right? So Lilly Ledbetter would allow them to seek compensation if they were discriminated upon, right? So of those 19 guys, how many of them voted for the Lilly Ledbetter Act? 0. Nada, not one of them. So it's not just that they're getting the leadership positions. It's not just that they're white or male. It's how they vote. It's the policy. That's what Rush can't get through his head. He's like, I don't get it. We got a couple of chumps who are minorities or women, and we put them on stage and told them to say the things we told them to say. Why didn't that work? It didn't work because the American people aren't nearly as stupid as you think they are, right? They see who leads your party, and they see the decisions they make, the policies they make. By the way, how many women are there in the Republican Party in the House right now? There's 20 out of 233 Republican House members. So they didn't have a lot to choose from because that's not where women go. Why? Because the Republican Party is not in favor of women's rights. They want to take away women's rights. Introduce, on reproductive rights alone, thousands of bills across the country, literally, right? And then there's the equal pay, and the list goes on. And by the way, for the first time in history, the House Democrats have more women and minorities than white males. So, as one party looks more and more like America, the other party looks like 1955. And gee, I can't figure out why the Republicans seem to lose and can't figure out the new demographics of this country and the people that they're supposed to be representing. When in fact, of course, they have no such interest. All they want to do is keep representing the same old good old boys.